Captain America Brave New World is out in theaters. Can this newest Captain America movie do this all day, or does it need a minute? Keep watching to find out what I think. I'm Oddmondo from Not of This Realm, where we talk about comic books, movies, TV, and action figures inspired by the realms of superheroes, sci-fi, horror, and fantasy. Thank you very much for joining me, and welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. We hope you enjoyed the video and consider giving it a like and subscribing to us. I'll start my review of Captain America Brave New World by talking about what I think worked, and then go into its weaknesses and wrap things up with my final thoughts on the movie. Firstly, I want to say that Anthony Mackie is great in this movie and proves that Sam Wilson is more than worthy of taking up the shield. I like that Mackie embodies the strength, sincerity, and integrity of Captain America, while also bringing his own charisma and a new perspective through Sam that makes him distinctly different from Steve Rogers. The best example of this I can think of is in the beginning of the movie. He and Joaquin Torres, the new Falcon played by Danny Ramirez, are invited to the White House. Sam invites Isaiah Bradley, a super soldier with a tragic past that is played by Carl Lumbly. The trio have great chemistry together, and it shows us how Sam Wilson genuinely wants to help people and bring them together. Although Carl Lumbly doesn't have very much screen time as Isaiah Bradley, his scenes are some of my favorite in the movie because he gives Isaiah so much depth and sympathy in those moments. Danny Ramirez is great as the new Falcon. I like the enthusiasm he brings to the character, and his chemistry with Sam Wilson is one of the movie's greatest strengths. Their partnership is very similar to Sam and Steve's in Captain America the Winter Soldier, which really shows us how Sam's journey has come full circle since we see Sam taking on Steve's role and Joaquin now taking on Sam's former mantle. Speaking of mantles, Harrison Ford steps in as President Ross, taking over the role after the passing of William Hurt, who played the character since his first MCU appearance in The Incredible Hulk. I think he does an excellent job in his portrayal of President Ross, especially when he's trying to resist transforming into the Red Hulk when stressed and under pressure. When he finally does transform though, it is awesome! I think the MCU has gone too long without a proper Hulk transformation. It's intense and at times even scary as he's destroying the White House and chasing down Cap. This is the kind of Hulk action I haven't seen in a while, and I loved it. Unfortunately, it feels like a missed opportunity as well. Captain America Brave New World feels like it wants to be a sequel to The Incredible Hulk without having the Hulk in it. It really is a shame since practically every character from that movie is in this one except for him. There were a couple of openings for Bruce Banner to show up and Hulk out, but it looks like Disney and Marvel decided to go in another direction for some reason. The plot itself is shallow and full of holes in my opinion. It's all an elaborate scheme set up by Samuel Stearns, aka the Leader, who is infected by Banner's blood in The Incredible Hulk, which grants him the ability to determine the probabilities of numerous outcomes. I thought the Leader's motivations were poorly developed since he uses his ability to just destroy Ross's reputation for holding him captive and exploiting him for all those years without a grander goal in mind. I also really didn't like the body horror look they gave him. The result is what would happen if the aliens from Mars Attacks had a child with the computer virus from Are You Afraid of the Dark that still haunts me to this day. Giancarlo Esposito also appears in Captain America Brave New World as the leader of a group of mercenaries known as the Serpent Society. He is of course great in this movie, but he feels underutilized since his character is really just here to provide us with exposition and show us that Sam doesn't need the shield and tech to win a fight. This role just feels like such a waste of his skill as an actor when he could play much more important characters in the MCU. The most frustrating thing about Captain America Brave New World, however, is its direction and all of the potential that was wasted because of it. The movie is marketed as a political action thriller along the lines of The Manchurian Candidate, Enemy of the State, or even The Hunt for Red October. However, it fails to make any real political commentary because it's too busy giving us exposition. I also don't like that the movie doesn't follow up on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series, or at least hint at Isaiah Bradley's grandson Eli joining the MCU's Young Avengers as Patriot. It doesn't even lead into the next major MCU movie, Thunderbolts, which comes out in a little more than a couple of months. As flawed as Captain America Brave New World is, I still somehow enjoyed it very much. I thought it had a lot of great character moments, some really strong performances, action sequences and visuals, and I enjoyed the more serious tone. Is it as world-changing for the MCU as Captain America the Winter Soldier? Not really. Is it better than recent MCU movies? I think so. I enjoyed it way more than The Eternals, Secret Invasion, and Thor Love and Thunder. I would say that Captain America Brave New World is my fourth favorite Captain America movie, my second favorite movie where Harrison Ford plays the president, but it's my favorite movie where Harrison Ford turns into a monster. I thought it was fun and well worth watching in the theater, but I understand that many of you want more from this movie. If my review wasn't enough to persuade you to go watch it, then I highly suggest at least watching it when it's available to stream or released on Disney+. Did you watch Captain America Brave New World? Do you agree or disagree with my thoughts on it? We'd love it if you let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you're interested in comic books, movies, shows, and action figures inspired by the realms of superheroes, sci-fi, horror, and fantasy, then please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm Armando from Not of This Realm. This video was written by me and edited by the immensely skilled Ostravixen. Thank you so much, we really do appreciate you taking the time to watch. Be safe and take care.